Hello again, it's Tubalcain talking to you from central Illinois. Today I want to talk a little bit about some Stirling engines that I built some time ago. This one I call the over and under because the displacer is on the top and the power piston is on the bottom. And we've got a set of gears here that of course transmits the power from one shaft to the other. This is a simple crank pin here for the power piston, and we've got a Scotch yoke to move the displacer in and out. All made out of aluminum except for a hard lead flywheel and a steel displacer tube. Let me show you a few of the castings and the pattern that I used. Set that aside momentarily. This is the wooden pattern that was used. It's a split pattern used to make the main casting, and you notice there's a core print here, so that core was placed in the sand mold and produced a hollow casting that then assured me of machining a straight hole in there. And then there was some extra stock on here that was used to hold this in the 3-jaw chuck while those operations were performed. Now on the top here, this in a way is a core print because it was used to support or hold this steel tube, thin wall steel tube, in the mold, and the tube was then cast integrally into the aluminum. And then later on this being machined off, sawed off, machined off, and you can see this is hollow. Extra material here to hold in a 3-jaw chuck. So that's the main casting. We've got a few other ones here. This is the support casting for the bearings, and some other miscellaneous castings. And this was for the Scotch yoke, and then of course the elliptical base. And last but not least, the flywheel. You might have seen this in some of my other projects. And we incorporated 2 nylon gears, and there are 4 ball bearings, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. 1/4-inch shaft, so these are standard bearings. You want to have minimum friction in a Stirling hot air engine or you're going to have trouble. I'll run this for you in a few minutes here. The displacer in here is actually nothing more than a Sanford or I forgot what brand of magic marker it was, the aluminum tube. There's a hole drilled here, and it goes down into the other one, and that is how the pressure is transmitted from the displacer down into the piston. Remember that the power piston is double acting in a way, I guess you could say, because it is pushed one way and then vacuum pulls it back, even though this is open-ended. Okay, I'll show you a few still pictures and we'll be back in a few minutes to run the engine. So stand by. Here it is, running on a can of Sterno. I took a little time to preheat it. Turn it around the other way. Notice the Scotch yoke in action. And that's no yoke. Can you tell I'm Swedish? This is an air-cooled engine, meaning that there's no water surrounding it, so as the engine heats up, much of the heat is conducted down into the lower part and even into the base, and then it radiates off of that and is dissipated. And that's the method of cooling this engine. Well, here they are both running together. Kind of reminds you of two horses drinking out of the same trough, doesn't it? Well, this is Tubalcain getting ready to sign out. Be sure and look at my many other videos on engines and steam engines and machine shop tips. This is Tubalcain saying so long for now.